Welcome to Monument Ice Rinks for Game 2 of our triple header this afternoon and evening in Monument, Colorado. Joined here in the booth with David Cunliffe doing color commentator. I'm Sean Hathaway for the Rampage TV Productions. We are watching our 15-0 division, Colorado Rampage 2007 birth year players against the Colorado Springs Tigers, an interstate rivalry game. Call it the I-25 rivalry. I don't know. What do we call this, David?
I mean, I tell you, it's, without the city limits, I call it the Colorado Springs rivalry because really you have a bunch of teams up in the Denver metro area, and then you have two teams down in the Colorado Springs metro area, as you would call it. You have the Tigers and the Rampage. And since the creation of the Rampage, I was with the Tigers for my whole amateur life, and hey, this is the biggest rivalry in Colorado Springs. As the Colorado Springs Tigers, you want to take down the Rampage because they're the team that essentially sprouted from your organization. And as the Rampage, I mean, certainly you have a chip on your shoulder, but also, we've seen throughout the year the tremendous facilities and coaching and everything that the Rampage have. I expect the Rampage to come out on top, but this is such a highly contested rivalry within the city that I expect it to be a tightly fought game.
We'll go through the rundowns of the teams here. Colorado Springs first, ranked 107 in the nation, 11th in the state of Colorado for all 16 and under teams. But for 15U Tier 1, they're ranked 107. They've got 8 wins, 24 losses, and 1 tie, 69 goals for, 148 goals against. Their last 2 games, they lost to the Littleton Hawks 16U AA team 4-3, and they lost to Regis Jesuits 18U A team 6-5.
Yeah, and hearing it from the coach there, that was a hard-fought game, very evenly matched. It really just came down to a matter of fundamentals and taking advantage of opportunities.
Colorado Rampage currently ranked 57th in the nation. They dropped a couple in the standings after getting swept by the Rough Riders, a pair of 2-1 losses last weekend, and that dropped them a couple spots in the national rankings. Overall record, 18 wins, 25 losses, 114 goals for, 141 goals against. Again, their last 2 games, 2 losses against the Rough Riders. They lost in overtime 2-1 up at the sports stable, and then back here in Monument in game 2 they lost 2-1 in a hard-fought contest. That was after sweeping the Colorado Thunderbirds the weekend before. So big game today. These 2 games count in the state standings. This will determine seedings. Colorado Springs and the Rampage. Rampage, this is 2 must-win games this weekend for them.
100%. When it comes down to the state playoffs, early February, every single game you play is a must-win game. Doesn't matter if you're in 1st or 4th in the state. You have to win every single game. You have to score every single goal that you can. Because when it comes down to the state seedings, those tiebreakers, every little thing comes down to be important.
We'll go through the lineup for the Rampage. It'll be number 20, Hayden Hunter, starting at center. We have Keegan Bradshaw, number 17, at left wing. And number 49, Cody Sawyer, on the right wing. It'll be number 8, Trent White, paired up with number 2, Logan McMichael at D. And it'll be number 1, Zach Roller in net for the Rampage. And we'll see what the starting lineup is for the Tigers. Right now I've got number 2, Gavin Zuber, Durango product. Centering up number 18, Brian White. And number 13, Isaiah Massey. And number 8, Noah Bauer. Number 6, Luke Fowler at D. And Keenan Connolly in net for the Tigers. As we get set here for the start of the opening face-off, we'll take a quick commercial break on Rampage TV. We'll be back after. All right, welcome back here for the start of the first period. Colorado Rampage versus the Colorado Springs Tigers. 15-0 action, 2007 birth year players. An important year for 2007s as they all look for the Phase 1 USHL draft. Hayden Hunter will step up to take this draw. Going up against Gavin Zuber. And the Rampage will win the opening draw. Trent White, D-to-D over McMichael. McMichael up the ice, picked off by the Tigers. Big hit played there, put on by Hunter. Here's Brian White, big forward, backhand, chips it over into the netting. Brian White.
Goodness, that kid's grown.
He is grown. He's got to be about 6'3", 6'4" right now.
Yeah, no, he was about my height last year when we had the pleasure of coaching him, and now he's half a foot taller than me. I'm a little upset.
Face off in the neutral zone. Hayden Hunter will take the draw again. And he wins it back. Tigers throw it in the zone though. And Trent White will pick it up. Chips it off the boards, out of the neutral zone. Chip play, try to hit Hunter. Here's a breakaway by Sawyer. Sawyer's shot on net, save made. So goaltender Keenan Conley tested early on the breakaway. And he stands tall up for the challenge. Shot on net by Sawyer goes wide. Puck around, Ames will keep it in at the blue line. Good job by Ames to hold that line, but the Tigers able to clear it. They'll dump it back down. Jeremiah Roberts with it. Roberts up the ice to Lou. Here comes James Lou. Shot on net, save made by Conley. Jack Freitas behind the net gets it to Lou. Lou out of the corner. He'll stop, turn, pass it to Freitas behind the net. Freitas skates. Nice pass by Freitas. Tried to find a streaking defenseman. That was number 10, Mason Blair, coming in from his point. Couldn't quite connect.
This is the kind of pressure you want to see from the Rampage so far, keeping them down in their zone. During the feeling out process, you want to make them feel a little bit overwhelmed. Keep it down in their zone, make them feel a little bit hurried, rushed, and especially that goalie, make him feel unsure.
Jeremiah Roberts skates it in, gets it knocked off his stick, and Tigers will clear. Kenneth Default with it now. He'll skate it out of the zone. Lose the puck momentarily, picked up there by Kellenberg. Here comes Roberts. Jeremiah Roberts showing his speed. Skates behind the net, tries to throw it out front, stays on his stick. He'll skate it up the half wall and gets it taken off his stick, and Tigers will clear. And neutral zone regroup. Ferniak, nice play up to Kellenberg. Kellenberg hits Fay. Derek Fay throws it in the middle. Shot on net, goes wide as Kenneth Default fires it on. Here's Ferniak from the point. Passes over Default. It stepped out of the zone. Rampage will have to regroup in the neutral zone. Pressured by the Tigers here. And it'll be Default comes out with it. Nice job, and he'll fire it down the ice on Conley. No icing here. Conley will be forced to hang on to it as Peyton Sleesman skates in on him, and we'll get a face-off to his right as Rampage will switch up their lines. Hayden Hunter on with number 21, Roman Brown, and number 25, Peyton Sleesman. Sean McLaughlin on the ice with Logan McMichael at D.
Refs again being particular on the draw, making sure it's a fair, even draw coming up. Switching out the Tigers center.
Hunter loses the draw. Tigers chip it up the boards. Shot on net by McLaughlin. Save made. Conley, Rampage. Pressuring in the offensive zone. Good forecheck pressure. All three guys down below the goal line there. And the Rampage come out with it. Goes up top and a turnover here. Here comes the Tigers. And Logan McMichael does a nice job from the weak side, stepping in to pick that up. Fires it up through the neutral zone. And the Tigers pick it off. They'll fire it on that block down by White. Here comes White with some speed. White across the red line, across the blue line. He'll take it wide. Tries to fire it, gets it knocked off his stick by Noah Bauer, the defenseman for the Tigers. And here come the Tigers out of the zone. Brian White with it. White gets bumped off the puck. Good play there by Freitas. Here comes Jack Freitas with some speed across the blue line. Freitas makes a move, hangs on to it. And the puck ends up in the corner. He maintains possession. Freitas throws it out front. Great pass by Freitas and Keegan Bradshaw. Boy, what a great opportunity play. As Bradshaw had nothing but the goaltender to look at, and Conley comes up with a huge save early. Nice pass by Jack Freitas. Sawyer now forechecking. So good pressure applied here. Here's Bradshaw. Gets it knocked off his stick and cleared out of the zone by Luke Fowler. Picked up now by Blair. He'll throw it up the ice. And Zuber will run into the official. Tigers will have to go the other way. Brian White skates all the way back in his zone, fires it around the boards. Ferniak there to pick it up. It's off his stick, and here comes the Tigers. Isaiah Massey throws it down deep into the corner. Massey from Portland, Oregon. Heck of a hockey player. Great kid. Nice to see him having success this season at the AAA level. Rampage now. Good play there by Cal Kellenberg. Turn up the ice, get it out of the zone, and Jeremiah Roberts chases it down. Roberts in the corner now. Makes a nice move. Gets it over to Lou. Roberts behind his net. Makes a nice move back out front. Sawyer with it. Couldn't quite get a stick on it. McLaughlin will pick it up. McLaughlin down in the corner for Lou. Lou back out, that was in the corner to Lou, and Lou can't connect. And the puck is chipped out of the zone, picked up there by 89 Sean McLaughlin. He passes it over to Ames. Cross ice pass, tried to hit Lou. Lou's stick was up off the ice. We're going to get an icing here. And a face-off down to the left of goaltender Zach Roller, number 1 for the Rampage.
Hey, that was a great series there between the two teams. No matter who you're rooting for, that was high skill, high talent. Both teams are still, we're kind of in the feeling out part. Seems like both teams are getting shifts where they're taking advantage of the offensive opportunities. We still have yet to break the scoreless tie here.
I would disagree, David. I think at this point, right now, all Rampage.
Yeah.
As the Tigers win the draw in possession, but Rampage quickly take it over here. It'll be McLaughlin out of the corner. They'll chip it around the boards. Kenneth Dufault will skate after it. It'll come out of the zone, and the Tigers will forecheck in the neutral zone. Run in there with the linesman, and the puck is dumped down deep. Off with it. Off the glass, takes a weird bounce back to the middle of the ice. Opportunity save made by Roller. Shot there by number 8 for the Tigers. That's Noah Bauer stepping in off the defense. So went off the glass, hit one of the cross members there, and took a weird hop back to the middle of the ice. We get a face-off to the right of Roller as he hangs on. Jack Freitas, Jeremiah Roberts, and Roman Brown, number 21 at forward. Freitas will step in for the draw here. Kenneth Dufault at D with number 2 Logan McMichael. Freitas wins the draw back. Freitas, a face-off specialist. There's a face-off play trying to use Jeremiah Roberts' speed, and here comes the Rampage. There's an opportunity. Roberts from his knees, backhand play, and somehow Connolly makes the save. So using some speed off that draw, they won the draw, flipped it up, and just used the speed for Brown and Roberts. Roberts now, or Jack Freitas takes a hit in the corner. Tigers able to clear. He'll clear it out of the zone. McMichael. D-to-D pass in the neutral zone. Up the ice, off the stick of Brown. And Jeremiah Roberts holds it in. Brown was offsides, just on the other side of the blue line. Offsides with 11:21 left to go.
Well, Coach, you called it right. The Rampage are really controlling the pace of the play, especially since we talked about it. That was a fantastic play by Brown bringing it in. Roberts getting in front of the net. Roberts, heck, even being tripped up, pulled down, he was able to get a shot on net. Great opportunity. If they keep fighting like this, they're going to get one pretty soon here.
Off the draw, Rampage control. White will dump it down deep. Takes a weird hop off the Tigers bench, hit one of the players, and so we'll get a face-off inside the zone. Face-off will come to the right of number 35, Keenan Conley for the Tigers. Keegan Bradshaw along with Cal Kellenberg and Cody Sawyer. Gunnar Gleesman out of tonight's game, suffering from COVID. We send him our best wishes. Hope he gets better quickly. This team is going to miss the physicality of Gunnar Gleesman and his skill. Another shot on net, save made by Conley with the right pad. That came off the stick of Blair from the point. Puck goes into the corner, chased after there by Sawyer. Comes up top. Blair keeps it alive. Tigers control. Held in nicely by Kellenberg as he took over Blair's spot at the point. And behind the net, Bradshaw battles for it. Gets some help from Sawyer. Sawyer back up to Blair. Blair skates down from the point. Shot on net. Just goes wide. Bradshaw after it now on the half wall. He'll keep it alive. And he'll get some help there. And the Tigers will control back behind the net. Good job by Sawyer. Here's a shot by Kellenberg. Another save made by Conley. Tigers will clear it all the way down the ice. Roller will have to make the save. He'll fire it up the ice. If they turn quick, they've got an opportunity. So there's Sawyer. He's got to go a little bit faster than that as the Tigers almost get caught on a change. And Sawyer's stick gets snapped in half. He'll have to change. That's a $200 break laying in the middle of the ice.
Brutal.
Tigers will fire it around the boards. And Trent White will pick it up. He'll reverse the flow, skate behind his own net with it, tip it to himself, and he continues up the wall. He has it turned over there. Tigers with an opportunity. Good job by Blair. Keep that out of harm's way, and Roberts will stop it, slow it down here. And nice pass up the ice, tipped off a loose stick. No icing here as the Rampage will get to it first. Up the boards, Ferniak keeps it in. Nice job by Thomas Ferniak. Colorado Springs product. Played for the Tigers last year, facing a lot of his former teammates today. Lou, help with number 20 Hayden Hunter. Puck squirts around the net. Tigers with control. They'll fire it out of the zone. Isaiah Massey now with it for the Tigers. He chips it in. Picked up by Ferniak. Ferniak turns up the ice, chips it off the boards. Nice play by Ferniak. Here comes Hunter. Hunter couldn't quite get to it. It's just too far in front of him, but Roberts now. Here comes Roberts. Again, showing that speed. And it gets knocked off his stick. He'll fire it on net. Just goes wide of Conley. Ferniak will step down from his point, and he fires it over across the crease, harmlessly to the other side. Tigers trying to get it out of the zone. No icing here. It was tipped. And Rampage first to it, Kenneth DeFolt, and fired on net there by Brian White. Roller chips it harmlessly out of harm's way. And that's Derek Fay now in the corner. Derek Fay with possession. He'll turn and fire it behind the net. Gets help there from Sleesman. Puck goes up top, and the Tigers unable to clear. Nope, McLaughlin not able to get there in time. They'll have to regroup. Over to Default. Default up the ice. Nice play there. Here comes Sleesman. He'll turn. Cross into the slot. And picked off there as he tried to find McLaughlin. There's a trip and a penalty coming here as the Rampage will go on the power play. We'll see a tripping call here. That goes against number 11, Riley Miltko. And he'll go sit in the box for 2 minutes.
And one thing I got to point out that helped with that pressure that the Rampage put on is McLaughlin's backhand pass. It doesn't seem like a very important thing when you're training and when you're coming up, but to have that strong backhand pass to be able to get across to your defensive partner and get it back into the zone, it's of the utmost importance. If you do a little lazy pass across the way, it could be intercepted, not make it across the way. That set up this whole opportunity here.
Jack Freitas on the draw. 2 minutes on the power play here for the Rampage. He'll be joined with number 20, Hayden Hunter. Number 23, Jeremiah Roberts. Will be up at the top at the point. And James Liu down low here. Shot Freitas in front of the net. Save made by Conley. And the puck out of play as it goes off of his stick and blocker. Trent White, the other defenseman. So 4 forwards on the ice for the Rampage. 1 defenseman in Trent White. As Roberts plays up top. Liu, Freitas, and Hayden Hunter will take the draw. Face off to the right of Keenan Conley. Having a solid game so far. Rampage control off the draw. Freitas tried to fire it up to White. Errant pass there, and the Rampage have to regroup. Here comes Trent White with some speed. He'll come through the neutral zone. Get it in the zone. He'll skate it behind the net. Get it set up. He'll stop there. Pass up top for Hunter. Hunter, cross ice play. Roberts with it now. Roberts shot on net. Save made by Conley. Freitas now behind the net. He'll pick it up. Passes it over to Hunter. Hunter on the half wall. Back down to Freitas. Freitas collects it. Skates behind his net. Gets pressured on the wall. And Lou will help him out. Lou picks it up now. Lou skates behind the net. Lou up to Hunter. Hunter up top to White. White over to Roberts. Roberts one-time shot. Went off of Conley's. Looks like it went off his glove or arm and chipped up into the netting. And the Rampage will change their power play.
I gotta say, a great shift by Trent White there. You know, it's not common that a defenseman comes up the ice with such power and confidence. But a lot of times the defending team, when they see a hardcore defenseman coming up the ice with confidence, they're just going to back up. And we saw that with Trent White. He was able to cut into the zone and set up this great offensive opportunity.
Second unit on for the Rampage. Cross ice pass up top to Bradshaw. Bradshaw, shot on net, gets blocked. Rampage pick it up. Sawyer. Sawyer to Kellenberg. Sawyer throws it in the middle of the ice. Default Kellenberg. Kellenberg now back over to to Bradshaw. Bradshaw shot on net. Save made Conley. It's loose. Rebound. Another save made by Conley. Bradshaw with it again. Back up top. McMichael over. Shot. Kellenberg goes wide. Sawyer throws it back in the middle. McMichael now with it. It's knocked off his stick, and the Tigers able to clear. And they'll chip it down. Bradshaw will have to collect it. 27 seconds left to go on the man advantage. He's pressured there by the Tigers. That's Dylan Modernal. Shot just goes high and wide by Bradshaw. He tries to get his rebound to the net. It's blocked by the Tigers. They clear all the way down the ice. No icing here, as McMichael has to chase it down. Chips it up the ice. And here comes Roman Brown. Roman Brown pressured by Zuber. Zuber knocks him off the puck. Puck's fired in the zone. No offsides. Rampage will able to get it. And we're back to 5-on-5 as the Tigers do a good job killing off that power play. A couple saves there by Conley. And the Tigers firing around the boards. Chipped out. Freitas will forecheck in the neutral zone. Overskates the puck. Picked up now by Brown. And here comes Roberts. Offsides. As the puck just got hung up there on the blue line. And Rampage will change it up. Hayden Hunter, Cody Sawyer, and Keegan Bradshaw.
With the pressure that the Rampage are putting on, I really hope to see a goal soon. They're doing a tremendous job of keeping the play in the Tigers zone. Eventually the dam's going to break and they're going to get one here.
Off the draw, Rampage control. Shipped into the neutral zone. Picked off there by Sawyer. Tigers control though. Back, they'll fire it the other side of the neutral zone. And we go a little bit back and forth here. Tigers get it deep. We'll get an icing. So some slap hockey, slapping that puck back and forth in that neutral zone. Tigers eventually ice it. We'll get a face-off in the Tigers zone to the left of Keenan Conley. Actually, it'll be in the neutral zone here.
Whack-a-puck doesn't work. Whack-a-puck ends up in turnovers or these inadvantageous face-offs, and it's turned out that way for the Tigers. Rampage can get a face-off here, get entry into the zone, and get a couple opportunities here.
Hayden Hunter to take this draw. 5:19 left to go here in the first period. Scoreless hockey game. It's been all Rampage so far. Thrown in by Aiden Ames. Kind of a soft dump there. Tigers able to control in the neutral zone. Here they come up the ice. Chipped in by Milko. Chased after there by Blair. Blair behind his net. He picks it up. And out of the zone he comes. Pressured there by Stone. Rampage able to get through the neutral zone. Here comes Blair, the defenseman. Blair with an opportunity. Shot on net. It's blocked. Goes wide. Blair stays down low. And Ames at the point will try to keep it in. Blair over to Lou. Lou fans on the shot. Chip down in the corner. And out front. Tried to find Lou. Couldn't quite connect there. As the Tigers unable to clear it. Nope. And it just pops over the blue line. Offsides. And we'll get a face-off.
Tremendous offensive pressure by the Rampage. Great block by Tom Stockwell of the Tigers to, keep that opportunity away from the goaltender and keep it outside. But man, what I'm seeing from the Rampage, I love this pressure that they're keeping on. I guarantee you something's gonna break soon.
Here comes Jeremiah Roberts through the zone, makes a move. He'll stay with it. Out of the corner he comes, up to the half wall, passes across to Ferniak. Ferniak shot on net, save made by Conley. As number 18, Kyle Kellenberg, getting in front of Conley as that shot was released, but he saw it the whole way, was able to glove it down. We'll get a face-off to his right. Nice job by Ferniak just to get that on net.
Yeah, no, as good as it is to get out on that, ideally you'd want a couple forwards in front of the net to screen the goalie. Great opportunity by Ferniak just to put it on net. You never know what's going to happen with a great shot like that.
Kyle Kellenberg wins the draw. Penalty fault, throws it out front in the slot, nobody home. Ferniak will step down, keep it alive. On the half wall now, he'll fire it back behind the net. James Lou chases after it. James Lou. Shot on net, save made by Conley. Roberts with it. Roberts, cross ice play. Here's Lou. Lou can't quite get a shot off as he was mugged there by number 7, John Williams for the Tigers. Ferniak now fires it on net. Conley another save. Picked up by Roberts. Roberts out front. He had Lou there, couldn't quite connect. Ferniak to Roberts. Roberts shot on net, blocked out front. Lou will skate after it, and he'll back up Roberts. Roberts on the half wall. Lou supporting him there. Puck caught up in the wall, and squirted out. Default throws it around the boards. Ferniak will chase after it, pinching down from his position. Freitas will cover the point. Good job by Ferniak. Puck is chipped out of the zone into the Tigers' zone, and we'll get a face-off to the right of Connolly with 3:26 left to go.
When you hear about the ice being tilted, this is exactly what we're talking about. The Rampage are able to keep the puck down in their zone. The ice is clearly tilted that way. It's where gravity is keeping that puck down there. And you know it's not gravity. It's just a great offensive play by the Rampage, great passing, great intensity. Eventually they're going to crack this as long as they keep this up.
Jack Freitas loses the draw. One of the few draws that you'll see him lose. Behind the net, he takes a shot by Zuber. Down to the ice he goes. Jack Freitas, a Tiger last year, coming from Aspen. A little bit of animosity. I'm sure they're going to be going after him as Gavin Zuber lays a shot on him. Here comes the Tigers, and it's picked up by McMichael. He'll throw it up the ice. And Fay will chip it deep. Rampage will chase after it. Peyton Sleesman after it. Puck in the corner. Tigers try to clear it out. Blocked out of the air by Freitas. Kept in by McLaughlin. He'll fire it deep. And the Tigers will clear. McMichael. He falls down. Big hit there by Roman Brown. He just stepped right into his player. Good check. And he gets dumped by Zuber. McLaughlin does. So some physical hockey as we're starting to pick up here. Here comes Sean McLaughlin. Across the blue line. He'll skate it deep. Try to throw it behind the net. Picked up there by Hayden Hunter. Hunter loses it. Tigers throw it around the boards, and Roman Brown with it. Roman Brown throws it out front. Picked up there by Roberts. Roberts tries to pass it over to Ames. And Trent White will have to chase it down. Trent White gets some speed around his net. Nice play there by White to beat Riley Milko. And here comes White. Shot on net is blocked. So good defensive play there by the Tigers. Yeah, Trent White with some speed. Here comes White now. Shot on net. And goes behind the net. Misfired on that one, and Tigers ice it with 1:49 left to go.
Man, I tell you what, if I was the Tigers goaltender, I'd be sweating a bit now. They've had nothing but offensive opportunities for the last few minutes. Rampage is just leaning on them. I mean, man, like I've been saying for the first period, something's got to break soon. The Rampage, with all these great opportunities they're setting themselves up with, they got to score a goal soon.
Kyle Kellenberg, number 18, will take the draw. Cody Sawyer to his right, and picked up there by Bradshaw off the draw. He gets knocked off the puck. Tigers try to clear, and out of the zone it comes. Kellenberg now with it. Kellenberg, he loses it. Good stick there by Bradshaw. And here comes Sawyer. Indirect pass to himself. He throws it to the net. Conley will hold it. We'll get a face-off to his left. Rampage will change it up. At least we'll change the D here. Kenneth Dufault will step on the ice, taking Evan Ames off the ice. Mason Blair at D will pair up with Kenneth Dufault. And Kyle Kellenberg will take the draw here. Kellenberg wins it back to Dufault. He throws it into the corner for Bradshaw. He can't handle it, goes to the other corner. Sawyer after it. Bradshaw and Sawyer pressuring now. Bradshaw getting pushed around a little bit as that puck stays tied up, comes up top now, back up to the top. Blair with it. Blair will fire it back down deep. Bradshaw now with it. He throws it. Tried to throw it up to the circle. To the face-off dot. Nobody home. Tigers can clear. And the Rampage plug it up on the blue line. Tigers will get it deep.
Great job by Kellenberg to stop that momentum in the neutral zone and get that turnover.
Dufault throws it up the ice. Lou chips it. And James Lou with it. He's got Robert streaking. Hits Robert with it, and a save made. Nice play as Roberts was streaking right through the middle. Lou found him. And that shot by Roberts is blocked. So an opportunity there. Lou saw Roberts streaking in all the way. Unable to connect and bury it. 34 seconds left to go. Jack Freitas will step in to take the draw. He's got Roberts to his left and James Lou to his right. Face off won by Freitas. Kenneth Dufault shoots it wide, hits the dasher, top of the dasher, and sails out of the net. We'll get another face off.
Rampage are continuing to set up opportunities for themselves. I mean, You can only fail on so many opportunities to succeed. They're doing the right things. We have a lot of time left in this game. If they continue to do this throughout the rest of the game, I have no doubt they're going to succeed.
Freitas on the draw again, and he'll win another face-off, although it's picked off there by the Tigers. Good forecheck there by Isaiah Massey, as he anticipated that puck going back to default. He was able to get it out of the zone. We'll get a face-off for the offsides. 27.9 seconds left to go here in the opening period. Freitas loses the neutral zone face-off. Thrown across the ice, and Kenneth Dufault will skate in with it. Dufault into the corner. Throws it out front. Picked off there by Zuber. And Freitas regroups with Ferniak. Ferniak has to chase it down. Skates behind his own net. Pressured by Massey. Turnover almost. Oh, boy, Ferniak got himself into trouble, but boy, he did a great job there.
Yeah. That was a smart move, taking it behind the net, realizing he had nowhere to go, so he used his body to block out the puck. And he realized he only had a few seconds left in the period and did a great job of killing it out.
So all Rampage in the first period, as they've been dominant. It'll be nice to see the offense move to this end of the ice, and hopefully we can use our end zone camera down here and film some goals. We'll take a break on after this. Back to the action here, Monument Ice Rinks. Scoreless hockey game, start of the second period. It's been all Rampage so far. Had one power play opportunity, a lot of shots. And we have been naming the wrong goaltender the entire first period here. That's what happens when you get the wrong starting lineup from the head coaches. So it's actually number 30, Josh Schmitz, in net here for the Tigers. And as we go to the face-off here, number 30, Josh Schmitz. So we've been naming Conley the entire game, and it hasn't been Keenan Conley, been Josh Schmitz with a heck of a period. Rampage control off the opening face-off here. McMichael in the neutral zone. D-to-D pass. Cross ice play. Tape to tape there for Kellenberg. Skates in the zone. Here's an opportunity blocked there by Gross. Fired back around the boards. And Kellenberg will chase after it in the corner. Tigers able to clear. McMichael picks it up. He'll skate behind his net. Up the boards, off the boards. Back to his stick. Out of the corner, he'll go D-to-D behind the net. Picked up there by Trent White. White cross ice play. Here comes Derek Fay through the neutral zone. Fay, shots blocked. Otto fires it down the ice. It'll go all the way down for an icing. Nope, picked up there by Freitas. Freitas up the ice to Brown. Sorry, that was Ames, not Freitas, number 19. Colorado Springs will throw it all the way down the ice. No icing here as Roman Brown skates fast to get to the puck first, and he gets some speed. Out of the zone he comes. And Brown has it knocked off his stick at the blue line, and we'll get an offsides. As he shows some speed. Like to see a little bit more teamwork there coming through the neutral zone, as the Tigers had three players converging.
Yeah. I mean, at the very least, you want to see communication. You want to have somebody other than the puck carrier letting him know what's coming at him, maybe to pass it, maybe to move it. It might prevent the offsides there.
Off the draw. Jeremiah Roberts controls. He gets tied up, and Tiger's able to clear. Blair now in the neutral zone. Off the boards on the stick of Freitas. Here comes Jack Freitas. Freitas skates to the corner. Comes around the net. Freitas now. Nice pass over to Sawyer. Can't quite connect. Kenneth Dufault keeps it alive. In the corner now. Goes out front. Nobody home. And here come the Tigers with a 2-on-1. Ames will play it. Here's some good speed. Great play by Ames. Take the angle and to knock 21 Tom Stockwell off the puck.
Yeah, it's confidence by Ames to be able to take that outside lane and be able to push him all the way to the outside and take that puck away.
Roberts skates it in. Roberts around the net. Taking a look. Shoots it on net. Here's a rebound. Oh, it just wide as Hunter got a stick on it, and it just went right through the crease. It remains a scoreless hockey game. Sawyer out to the slot. Nobody home. Those blind backhand passes, those are tough, as those can be turnovers the other direction. Got to make sure somebody's home before you just fire it to the middle of the ice like that.
Yeah. No, that works in a perfect system, but no system is perfect.
Now it's a blind backhand pass, one of the worst passes you can make in hockey. Yeah. Best thing is collect that puck, take a second, see who you have, and in that situation, he's got to hang on to it and try some other option.
Well, and communication comes in key because your other players are meant to tell you exactly where you need to put the puck rather than you having to find it yourself.
Down low for Sawyer. Sawyer up top, shot on net. Schmitz with the save. Point blank by Hayden Hunter. Hunter will pick it up in the corner. Hunter fires it out front. Bradshaw tries to fire a one-timer. He misses. Kept in by Default. He'll keep it back in the corner. Here comes Sawyer now behind the net. Sawyer in the corner. Skates up top of the circles. He'll skate all the way around the circles. High slot. He'll fire it on net. Just goes high and wide. As Hayden Hunter battles for it, he'll chip it down to Bradshaw. Bradshaw battles in the corner. Frazier now. Big Colton Frazier. He loses the puck up top to the point now. Ferniak shot on net. Just goes wide off a Tiger's stick. Hayden Hunter up top to Default. Can't quite connect. And the Tigers able to clear. Default passes back to Ferniak. Ferniak quickly up the ice to Bradshaw. Here comes Bradshaw with some speed. Bradshaw to the middle of the ice. Like to see him shoot the puck there.
Yeah.
Hayden Hunter now cycles it to Lou. James Lou in the corner. Lou.
Hard working forward here.
Nobody in front for the Rampage. He's got to hang on to it. Here comes Lou. Throws it out front. Here's a shot.
Oh.
Another big rebound. And it just goes wide as Schmitz is standing tall here.
Great work by Lou to set all that up.
McLaughlin with it. He'll fire it behind Schmitz. Chased after there by Fowler. Lou gets to it. Here comes Roberts. Roberts shot on net. Save made by Schmitz again. Back down by McLaughlin. Roberts gets it over towards Freitas, and the defenseman McMichael will step down. Freitas will stick it on the point. Freitas shot on net, blocked in front. Roberts with it. Roberts up to McMichael. McMichael on the half wall. Colton Frazier will chip it out of the zone, and Sean McLaughlin will have to regroup. He gets pressured there by Brian White. White keeps it in play. Zuber now in the corner. He tries to throw it out front. And here comes the Rampage. Try to chip it out. Good job there by number 6, Luke Fowler, to keep that in. And Rampage cleared out of the zone. Tigers going to have to regroup. They do. Back to the neutral zone. Gavin Otto with it. Otto fires it through the middle of the ice. Tried to hit White. White couldn't get to it. Big Brian White for the Tigers. One of their captains, leaders on this team. Just a heck of a kid. I love Brian White. He is on and off the ice one of the nicest young men you could ever talk to.
No, he's got great skill, great attitude, just a funny kid. You know, I all these kids that we know, I've had nothing but pleasure coaching these kids. That's why we love doing this so much, honestly. Just giving back to these kids, giving them the opportunity to showcase their talent, showcase their skills, whether they be the Tigers, the Rampage, the Rough Riders, whoever. It's such a great opportunity to be able to see such great skill here in Colorado, get these kids the opportunity to be on TV, get picked up. I mean, I'm having so much fun today, I tell you what.
Off the draw, Rampage tried to clear it out. It took a weird hop again off that bounce, but they're able to control. Here comes Roberts with speed. Roberts fires it on net. Schmitz with the save. He'll hang on to it. We'll get a face-off to his left.
Hey.
So Schmitz, the best player on the ice right now, doing his job. Rampage with a ton of opportunities, and they have been unable to crack Schmitz yet.
No, Schmitz has been standing on his head because, I mean, even that opportunity by Roberts, he came around the outside, had a tough angle shot, but even that shot was a great opportunity. So I hope the Rampage keep this up here.
Face-off won by the Rampage. Shot goes wide by Blair. White throws it in front. Save made by Schmitz. Picked up in the corner by Jeremiah Roberts. He'll lose it, and does a nice job keeping his speed moving, back checking, steals it, and here he comes again. Across the blue line, drop pass there. Here's an opportunity. Shot on net, just goes wide. That was Blair with that opportunity, and Hayden Hunter now with it. Hunter, shot on net, blocked in front by Bauer. Going up top, going back down deep. Brown can't get to it, and Jack Freitas will skate after it. He seals off the boards. Tigers able to clear it, though, all the way out of the zone, and it's not going to be an icing as the puck will stall on the half wall, picked up now by Trent White. White with some speed. Here comes Trent White. Head of speed coming through the neutral zone, across the blue line. White shot on net, save made by Schmitz.
What a game so far by Trent White. I mean, to see such dominance from the defense with such confidence, to be able to skate it from all the way in his end of the offensive zone. That's why I tell you, sometimes when you see a defenseman coming up with such strength and such confidence, sometimes it puts the defending team on their heels. And that's exactly what you see. He was able to take it up with confidence, put it on net, and create a great offensive opportunity.
We saw another 8 Matt Lemmings. Last game looking like Drew Doughty, and Trent White picking up with the number 8 Drew Doughty look in this game.
Rampage is the Drew Doughty machine here.
Bradshaw tries to hit Sawyer off his stick, and the Tigers will clear it. Sawyer with a big hit. And here comes Sawyer now. Sawyer into the slot. Shot gets a goal. So Cody Sawyer fires one low. He beats Schmitz, and just like that, it's a 1-0 hockey game with 10:56 left to go. So Sawyer with a big hit in the neutral zone is able to recollect the puck, skate in through the slot, fire it low, and beat Schmidt low to the left, and it's a 1-0 hockey game for the Colorado Rampage.
Hey, and that's what we've been talking about all game as well. The Rampage are putting on that type of pressure. That wasn't even the prettiest shot you've ever seen. That was just from, he just put it on net. But a good hard shot on net. He saw some open space in the net. He put it on there, and it's a goal. And when you put this type of pressure consistently on a team, eventually they're going to break down. Eventually the goalie's going to fail, and you're going to be able to put it past him and get that goal. So all the Rampage need to do is put another 1 or 2 on the board, and they got this game in the bag. They just have to keep doing what they're doing.
Sawyer gets his 21st point this season. He's got 8 goals and 12 assists on the year. Crested Butte product. As we mentioned on earlier broadcasts, had an opportunity to coach Sawyer back when he was a peewee. Boy, he was a tenacious, hard-working player, one of the best players to come out of Crested Butte that I've seen, and certainly having a lot of success so far at the AAA level.
That's another thing you see with this team is we're not just Colorado Springs Monument kids. We're from all over the state of Colorado, showcasing the best talent that we have to offer.
Off the draw, Tigers control, block there. Fowler can't get it out, and blocked down by Lou. James Lou now with it. Lou showing a little bit of speed, stick handling, cross ice pass up top to Ferniak. Ferniak, nice play. He had a player in front of him, and he does a nice job not shooting it right into the shin pads. And the Rampage maintain control. Lou with it. Comes out off his backhand. It's picked off there by Zuber. Zuber tries to get it deep, and it's knocked down there. And that's a good play by Logan McMichael. Oh, here's a shot. Roller comes up with a big save. So McMichael loses the puck, and the Tigers able to get in to the zone and pretty much get their first meaningful shot on net on Zach Roller. Face-off will be to his left.
Great continual energies from the Rampage here so far. I really hope that we can see them score a second goal before this break.
Face-off to the right of Roller. Won by the Rampage. And out of the zone they come. Here comes McLaughlin. He fires it on Schmidt. Schmidt steers it to the corner. Out of the corner, it's Sleesman with it. Sleesman to Blair. Blair shot on net. Hunter skates behind the net, looks up top. Here's an opportunity. Schmitz will dive out and cover it, and we'll get a face-off in the offensive zone. So more pressure here by the Rampage.
Yeah.
We'll get a face-off to the right of Schmitz.
You can't ask for more as a coach. You're just this pressure. Whether or not you're better than the team, this seems to be a fairly even matched team, but the Rampage have controlled this game from start to finish. The more the opportunities pile up, the more the goals are going to come.
Well, hopefully they'll dominate from start to finish. Start to this point. 9:39.
Start to this point.
9:39 left to go here in the second period. We'll have a break halfway through this period for the resurfacing.
Well, if these boys keep up this pressure, keep up this intensity, I have no doubt that they're going to keep this up from start to finish. But it's a full game effort. You have to keep this pressure on, especially when you're so tightly contested. You got to be able to put those puck past the goalie.
Zuber wins the draw back, but it's picked up by Sleesman. He throws it out front. Shot on net by Hunter. And with Fay standing in front, Schmitz is able to cover it. We'll get a face off to his left.
Well, and shout out to Schmitz. He's having a heck of a game so far, keeping the Rampage are getting quite the shots, quite the opportunities, and being able to keep them all but one out so far. He's doing a great job. Hopefully we can just break him down and make him start giving up goal after goal.
Freitas on the draw. He'll win it back. Shot on net just goes wide. That was Avon Ames firing it on net. Freitas tries to get it behind the net. It goes all the way around, and Massey able to get it out of the zone. It'll be chased after by White, and Brian White going after it. And Colorado Springs on net. Roller will make the save, and here comes the Rampage through the neutral zone. This is Roberts. Roberts tries to drop it. There's a pass out in front. Freitas was there, couldn't get a stick on the ice as he was covered up. A good opportunity as that puck was just laying there.
Got tied up there. It was a lucky tie up there by the Tigers.
Shot on net. Schmitz with another save. Freitas tried to rebound. It hopped over his stick, and Tigers will ice it. Brown with a good shot. Schmitz makes the save. We're going to get an icing here. And once again, more pressure put on by the Rampage, and Schmitz doing a great job keeping the puck out of the net.
Yeah, Jack Freitas had a tremendous opportunity in front. Noah Bauer was able to tie him up. With all the opportunities and the intensity that the Rampage are coming out with, that's all the Tigers can do. The Rampage just need to keep testing Schmitz, make sure he lets in a couple more goals, get some insurance on their end.
It'll be number 18, Kyle Kellenberg, stepping up to take this draw. He goes up against number 7, John Williams. And the referees are going to kick Williams and Kellenberg. Nope, Kellenberg stays in. Now they're just getting everybody figured out here. Remains the same. Rampage will win the draw. Bradshaw got his stick tied up. Couldn't quite get to it. Colorado Springs able to get it out of the zone. Ferniak now. Ferniak off the boards. Indirect pass to Bradshaw. Into the zone now. Bradshaw chases off the half wall. Kellenberg out front. Tied up there. Sawyer. There's Bradshaw now. Tried to get it over to Dufault. Blocked. And the Tigers bottling it up here in the defensive zone. Sawyer lays a check in front. An opportunity there. Tried to clear it on Dufault's stick. Kenneth Dufault shot on net. Tipped in front. And a battle for it. Puck's loose. Shot goes to the side of the net. Another shot there by Bradshaw. Hits Schmidt. The puck's still loose. As a pile up in front, Williams with a couple punches. Bradshaw in there, and we've got some nasty pushing and shoving going. Colton Frazier, number 2, using his big body as the physicality gets a little intense.
We'll see what they call. From my point of view, it was a fair scrum.
Well, the puck was loose. Referee was yelling it was loose, so he let it play on.
Yeah, you gotta let him go until that whistle blows. Looks like the Tigers are going to get something here.
Looks like Kyle Kellenberg is going to go to the box.
Yeah, Kellenberg and Williams for the Tigers.
So it looks like we'll see Kyle Kellenberg's now stepping out of the box.
Well, now I'm confused.
Well, we'll get a handle on it here. It looks like the teams are going to take this opportunity to skate to the dressing room.
Yeah.
With 8:09 left to go here in the second period. It's a 1-0 Rampage advantage. It's been all Colorado Rampage since the drop of the puck. Colorado Springs with only a couple shots on roller, and Schmitz has been tested, and he has arguably been the best player on the ice so far tonight.
Certainly. Yeah, with the pressure, the intensity that the Rampage have been providing, that's everything you want to see from the Rampage. They've been able to take advantage of one opportunity. There's going to be plenty more if they keep this up.
Well, stick around here for a minute or two as they sort the penalties out. I can give you an update. We'll see if it'll be a 5-on-5. It looks like, my guess is it's going to be coincidentals.
That'd be my guess too, but we can consult with the referees during the break, see what exactly we're going to be coming back to.
We'll talk it over. Rob Coggin, one of the linesmen tonight. He's the referee-in-chief for the state of Colorado.
Great ref. I've had him since I was playing at this age. I've never, I've had my beef with him, but I mean, he's always been right. So
he's a true professional.
He's a great ref.
He'll help get this sorted out. We'll go down and talk to him between the break. We'll come back for the start of the second half of the second period. We'll have a full rundown on the penalties. It's Rampage Hockey on the World Sports Broadcasting Network. It's 1-0 Rampage after the second half of the second period. We'll be back on Rampage. Welcome back to Rampage TV here at Monument Ice Rinks as we get set for the start of the second half of the second period. It's been all Rampage since the drop of the puck. Really tough though, games like this, David, you've got to be careful. They've been dominating. Goaltender Schmitz has been on top of his game, and it's one of those things, one bad bounce, all of a sudden you give up a goal, and next thing you know, you go from dominating to maybe tightening that stick up a little bit. So it's going to be crucial in this second period for the Rampage to finish this period off with a couple goals.
Oh, it's of the utmost importance, because especially when you've had this sort of opportunity bias, basically, where you've had the majority of opportunities, you're outworking the other team, but you just haven't been able to succeed on the opportunities. That's when it gets dangerous, because we're only up 1-0. That takes one shot, 1 second to tie it up. The Rampage need to just keep what they're doing, but it becomes frustrating at times. But you just want them to make the most of their opportunities. They're getting all the opportunities. We just got to be able to put it past Schwartz, make the most of those, get a little bit of a lead, get a little bit of comfort under us, and just keep pushing. A 1-goal lead, you say the 2-goal lead is the most dangerous lead in hockey, but man, a 1-goal lead, it sure is scary.
Teams on the ice now, getting a little warm-up lap. I want to talk about the state playoffs coming up in a couple weeks. Schedule's being worked on now. After the games are over this weekend, state seedings will be finished up, and we'll see a state playoff schedule. We'll plan to be here hosting all the state playoff games here at Monument Ice Rinks. We'll be broadcasting Rampage games through that weekend and see if we'll be here for the championship games. We're hoping to be championship games for all 4 divisions. That might be a true test. We might be going from a triple header to a quadruple header. We'll see.
Hey, I tell you what, I'll take it.
I'll take
Seeing
it
some championship Colorado hockey, Colorado's on the come up for sure.
So let's talk about sponsorship opportunities for the state playoffs. Should be a lot of people watching, as the Colorado Amateur Hockey Association will be pushing the broadcast out. If you want to sponsor those games, MVP title sponsor, hat trick sponsor, playmaker sponsor, or the shutout sponsorship, go to corampage.com/Rampage TV. That's corampage.com/Rampage TV. Check out all the sponsorship packages available. There'll be a lot of games that weekend that businesses can get a lot of publicity. We want to thank Grass Brewing Company last night for sponsoring the 18U game versus Shattuck St. Mary's. Sponsor list for these 3 games today. We're hoping to change that over the course of the next couple weeks. So if you have interest in supporting Rampage Hockey, all proceeds go to pay for the production costs. And at this point, with the lack of sponsors this year, our production costs have mounted pretty high, but it's worth it. I want to thank Andrew Sherman, Colorado Rampage organization, for supporting this venture. Something that we started in the fall and wasn't budgeted on the books coming into it. I can't thank Andrew Sherman and Pat Bingham, Tyler Shipstad, and the rest of the organization, along with Monument Ice Rinks, for supporting Rampage TV. Off the draw here in the defensive zone, 5-on-5 hockey, two coincidental penalties. Sawyer closes his hand over the puck. We'll get a hand pass here and a face off outside the zone. So talk to the officials, no big deal. 2 guys in the box. It was Kellenberg for the Rampage. Will sit for 2 off that scrum in front of Schmitz. Face off comes outside into the neutral zone. Number 20, Hayden Hunter, will step in to take the draw. He'll win it back. D-to-D pass over to White. Trent White fires it down deep around the boards, chased after there by Hunter. He's got help from Sawyer. Sawyer chips it to himself in the corner. He takes a big hit. Fired up the ice by Gross, held in. Shot on net, save made by Schmitz. As it hits him in the chest, bounces into his glove. We'll get a face off to his left, off the shot from McMichael from the point.
Great job by the specifically Keegan Bradshaw there, getting in front of the net, putting pressure on the goaltender. If he didn't make that save, if it didn't bounce off of his chest right into his glove, Keegan would have been right there for that rebound. Great job on his part.
Schmitz doing a good job staying on his feet. Typically goaltenders will go down there from the shots from the point. He stayed right on his feet, caught that up high. Rampage control off the draw. Sawyer tries to throw it in front. Hunter couldn't quite connect. Tigers again plugging up the house. Doing a good job collapsing into that defensive coverage. Sawyer with it on the half wall. He'll try to get it deep. Hunter to Sawyer. Sawyer tried to fire it on to Schmitz. He'll hang on to it as Bradshaw was net front. Rampage will get a change. It'll be Jack Freitas, Jeremiah Roberts onto the ice along with James Liu. Had an opportunity to have dinner at the Ferniak's house last week. James Liu, a billet player with the Ferniaks. What a tremendous young man he is. Just a great future in the game of hockey for him.
Thanks again to the Ferniaks for being such a great billet family. They've done it for multiple years. Such a great group of folks.
Ferniaks are great people, and helping out James Liu this year with an opportunity to play AAA hockey here in Colorado. Off the draw, Rampage control. Liu now fires it around the boards. Jack Freitas will skate after it. He goes after Gavin Otto. Otto tries to chip it out. Freitas gets some help there from Roberts. Roberts to Freitas. Freitas tried to get it back to Roberts. Roberts shot on net, save made by Schmitz. Off the glass, Otto will fire it around the boards. Kept in there by Ames. Puck into the slot, cleared out, and into the netting as Gross will clear it from the middle of the ice. More pressure put on here by the Rampage. They'll get a wholesale line change, and we'll see Roman Brown step onto the ice with number 25, Peyton Sleesman, and number 27, Derek Fay. They'll be joined by number 19, Avon Ames, and number 10, Mason Blair. Riley Milko for the Tigers will step up to take the draw. Milko in his second year playing AAA hockey. Face-off's won, and it slides in front of Schmitz. He'll dive on it, hang on to it, and we'll get another face-off. As Fay will step in again. He pushed that forward to the net. Schmidt just belly flop dove on it, and we'll get another face-off. Fay wins the draw, goes back up top, thrown around by Blair. Chased after by the Rampage in the corner. Picked up there by Fay, throws it deep, and Sleesman will skate after it. Rampage back behind, that was Brown, tried to throw it out front, and Milko takes a check. Here comes the Tigers in the neutral zone. They'll get it deep, picked up there by the Rampage. Blair turns, gets some speed, indirect pass up the boards. Nice pass there. Rampage into the zone. Brown with it. Roman Brown throws it back to the corner. Hayden Hunter with it. Hunter cycles it up top. Ames will have to step down, get some help from Roman Brown. And Hunter gains possession. Nobody in front for the Rampage as they get a change here. Thrown on Schmidt. And again, Rampage on a change, so there was nobody net front there as that puck was dangerous out front. Thrown down deep, chased after there by Sawyer. Picked up by Hunter. He does a wraparound attempt. Save made by Schmidt as he seals off that post. Out of the zone, here comes the Tigers with an opportunity. Ferniak on D, shot on net, Roller with the glove save. So one of the few opportunities by the Tigers, and Roller, easy save with the glove, will get a face off to his right with 5:37 left to go in the second period. So more of the same of what we saw so far throughout this game. Domination of the Rampage in their offensive zone. Schmidt standing tall, still 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, it's it's hard when you're dominating the course of the play so much, but the goaltender Schmitz is dominating on his end as well. Just got to keep testing him, got to keep putting pucks on him. Even professional goalies, they give up about 10% of the shots faced towards them. So if you just keep peppering him, keep testing him, you're going to get another goal here.
Rampage shot.
Oh, did I tell you? How about it, huh?
Freitas fires it over to Roberts, and
that's
tipped
off.
up top by Roberts, and
that's off, but I think it was inconsequential to the goal.
It's a goal. The referees call it a goal, so the Rampage skate into the zone. Freitas fires it across to Jeremiah Roberts, and he makes no mistake. A right-handed shot, and he's able to fire that top shelf, and it's a 2-0 hockey game. So a huge goal for the Colorado Rampage with 5:23 left to go in the period.
Exactly what you want to see. I mean, exactly like I was saying. You just got to put pressure on Schmitz. He's having a great game so far. The more you make him move, the more you pressure him. Just like that, we were able to hit the post here from a terrible angle.
Roberts,
the more you put pressure on him, the more you're going to succeed.
Roberts with a shot on net, hits the post as Rampage buzzing. Colorado Springs able to get it back down into the Rampage defensive zone though. Zuber cycles it down. Chased after by McLaughlin. He'll throw it up the boards out of the zone. We'll get an icing here And we're going to face off back down in front of Zach Roller. So the Rampage showing some great speed coming into the offensive zone. Roberts going hard to the net on that back door. Freitas able to find him and tips it in. And it's 2-0. So,
beautiful play there. Just keep more of that. Keep pushing that puck towards the center. Whether or not you're putting it on net, put it towards someone's stick. Just create opportunities for yourself. You're going to succeed.
Kyle Kellenberg will take the draw here. Isaiah Massey for the Tigers. It's won by the Rampage. Here comes Roberts. Nope, that's number 25, Sleesman. Sleesman gets it deep. Chased after there by Ferry. Sleesman provides some pressure in the corner. He'll come out of it with it on Colton Fraser, the defenseman. Sleesman doing a good job battling here in the corner. Maintains possession, throwing up top to White. White back down to Sleesman. He comes around the top of the circle. Gets it knocked off his stick. Rampage have to regroup in the neutral zone. Logan McMichael tries to hit Sleesman. Block there, and here comes the Rampage. They get it across the zone. Battle there at the blue line. Back on the Zuber stick. He'll fire it up to Massey. Massey, nice pass up to Brian White. Here comes White. Shot on net. Save made by Roller. Puck's cleared out of the zone. Not all the way out. It's kept in by the Tigers. Brian White now, the leader for the Tigers. He skates off his forecheck, and Rampage not able to get it out here as the Tigers putting on a little bit of pressure. McMichael with it. McMichael around the boards. Okay, nice chip pass up to Kellenberg. Kellenberg gets held up by Brian White. Rampage able to dump it, go get a change. Fowler behind the net for the Tigers. He picks it up. He'll fire it back around the boards. Brown on it now. Roman Brown gets help there with Hayden Hunter. Brown battling in the corner. Hunter chases after. Comes up to Ames. Ames shot on net, blocked. Picked up by Roberts. Roberts, turnaround shot. Schmitz with the save. Steers it to the corner. Hunter now with it. Out of the corner. Hunter cycles it to Roberts. Roberts fires it in front. Chipped off a stick up into the netting, and we'll get a face-off to the right of goaltender Josh Schmitz for the Tigers. So again, Rampage buzzing in the offensive zone. And these guys will get a change here. Hayden Hunter, Roman Brown, Roberts. It'll be Avon Ames, and number 10 Mason Blair on D. Hunter will take the draw. He wins it back. Roberts picks it up. Gives it to Blair. Blair to Hunter. Hunter makes a move on Otto. Otto ties him up. Gets some help from Roberts. Roberts tries to pull it out. He does. Here comes Roberts. In front shot! Just goes wide. As Roman Brown with the one-timer. Wide open in the slot. And here comes an opportunity. Breakaway for the Tigers. Shot on net. Save made by Roller. So Roller bails him out. That's the opportunity the Tigers are looking for. And boy, I'll tell you, with limited offensive chances, you've got to be able to bury the breakaway. Tigers again with it. Tries to throw it out front. Good defensive play by Ames. Puck in the corner, Tigers control. They'll fire it in front. Picked off by Rampage. Ames. Brown. Oh, Brown throws it all the way back into the zone. Not sure who he was looking for there, but a dangerous play by Roman Brown as he threw it backwards almost onto his net. Here comes Hayden Hunter with some speed. He's tired, needs a change here. He'll dump it in. Not all the way in. Tigers able to keep it from going deep. Hunter's got to get that deep there, and the Tigers will chip across ice. Berniak after it. Hunter off the ice he goes after a long shift. And the Tigers control. Going out front. Picked up on the point. Shot back to the corner. Rampage chase after it. Most pressure we've seen so far by the Tigers this game. As the Rampage struggling to get it out of their zone here. James Liu. Nice turnaround play. He's pressured there, and the Rampage able to chip it to the neutral zone. And offsides it's going to be as Roman Brown was offsides and Liu skated across.
A little bit of sloppiness I've seen here. You know, we spent a little bit of time down in our defensive zone as a result of it. This, sometimes offsides, as silly as it can be, sometimes it allows a great reset for your team. Get back out of those bad habits that allowed the other team to get pressure down in your defensive zone and get down and put some pucks on net.
Rampage fired in the zone. Bradshaw after it. Going up the wall and out of the zone by the Tigers. And default will have a foot race here. Isaiah Massey, here's an opportunity for the Tigers. Can't get a shot on it. Good speed there by number 13 Massey for the Tigers. Sawyer now off the boards and out of the zone. Bradshaw collects it. Bradshaw finds the streaking Kenneth Default and offsides as that pass just goes behind the blue line as Default was streaking up through the center of the ice. Rampage will get a change, and we'll see Kellenberg, Roberts, and number 9, Jack Freitas, the Aspen product.
Expecting to see a lot of pressure in this last 1 minute, 21 seconds. You got all the time in the world to get a shot on net.
Good play there by Massey. Good stick handling, and he'll get it deep. Massey, hard work as he'll forecheck after it. Rampage get to it, and Laughlin throws it up the ice. All the way down, and we're going to get an icing.
Fortunately, just a bad bounce there. He was aiming for the Rampage stick, but just bounced a little bit over it. It happens. Now it's even more important. You got a minute and 2 seconds left until the period break. You got to win this faceoff, get possession, and get it out of your zone.
So the Tigers upping the pressure a little bit. I'm not sure if the Tigers are upping the pressure, if the Rampage stepped off the gas a little bit after getting that second goal, but the Tigers a little bit more opportunity in their offensive zone. A breakaway that Lower made a big save on keeps us a 2-goal game. Off the draw, Rampage win. Default, lifty move through the neutral zone. He'll skate it in. Default shot on net, save made by Schmitz. Rebound. Default just goes wide. He tries to wrap around in front there. Another shot as Freitas tries to fire it in.
Net's
and
off.
Not sure how that didn't go in, and Freitas is saying the same thing. How did that not go in the net? Net is off. Schmitz is down. Looks like he's hurt, so this could be a game changer here as the goaltender Josh Schmitz down on the ice here looks hurt. They clear the net out of the way, and looks like he is in some pain.
Yeah, it looks like one of those where he was trying to do the splits, maybe tweaked a muscle there. Not an easy thing for the goaltender to cover both posts. Got Coach Zach Neal coming out here, an ex-goalie. He understands more than anything the plight of the goaltenders. Looks like Smith is doing all right, enough to stay in, but Zach's going to talk to the goalie and see how he feels.
Looks like Conley is stepping in as I don't think Schmitz is going to be able to continue here. And that's it for Schmitz. Looks like a injury to his leg. Looks like he did pull a muscle.
At the very least, he'll be out for the rest of the period while Coach Neal checks him out. But yeah, it's not something you want to mess with the goaltender and his legs. You want to have the goaltender have full use of his legs. If he's feeling like he pulled something or he can't extend all the way, that's a smart move by Coach Neal over there to pull him
Schmitz
out.
can't even get to the bench, so it's a no-brainer here.
Now, as for the Rampage, though, with a new goaltender, you want to pepper him.
So Schmitz struggling to even get to the bench, so he's done for the night. Conley steps in. Keenan Conley will take over here, and a tough position for him as he comes in cold with the Rampage buzzing. Jack Freitas behind the net, skates up the half wall, cycles it back to Roberts, picked off there by the Tigers, and out of the zone comes Riley Milko. He'll dump it in deep, chase after it. Sean McLaughlin to Default. Default gets checked off the puck by Milko, but the Rampage able to get out of the zone. Here comes Freitas now. Freitas across the blue line. Freitas shot on net right into Conley's breadbasket. He makes the save, and we'll get a face-off to his left. So Conley tested for the first time.
Hey, you know, as a forward, you gotta look at Connolly and say, hey, he didn't quite handle that rebound efficiently. You know, he had to get a second chance to cover it up. Keep peppering it, keep shooting at him, keep testing him because he's cold. He just came off the bench. You got 26 seconds left to make something happen. Make it happen.
Hayden Hunter will take the draw here, and the Tigers will win. They'll fire it up the wall. Brian White chips it out of the zone, and Zuber will skate after it. Picked up there by Logan McMichael. He'll turn, gets it off his stick. Zuber's shot just rolls onto Zach Roller. He'll step out and cover. Rampage will get a change. Jeremiah Roberts, James Liu, and Roman Brown will step onto the ice with Ames and Blair on D. 14 seconds left to go. Big defensive zone draw here. James Liu will take it. Crucial win needed here for the Rampage. They don't want to give up an offensive opportunity this late in the period. And Tigers try to get a shot on net. Can't do it, and Ames will pick it up and try to clear it. It's on Roberts' stick for a moment. Here comes Brown. Brown, 4 seconds left. Shot on net. Conley with the blocker save, and that'll do it. That'll be the end of the second period. And the Rampage with a 2-0 lead Goaltender Keenan Conley coming in for the injured Josh Schmitz, who had an incredible performance up until it looked like he pulled a muscle, was forced out of the game. So Conley now with a lot of pressure on him here in the third period. Again, coming in cold, was able to see a couple pucks, but the Rampage now have to press, and everything has got to be on net.
Yeah. No, and unfortunately we weren't able to take advantage of the couple minutes where he was really cold. He was going to have a couple minutes to get his mind in the game, but really, like you said, he's a cold goalie. You got to come in, you got to attack him. We've been able to control the flow of the play so far. Been able to spend a lot of time down in the offensive zone, so we just got to take advantage of that. Put more shots on goal, make Connolly work, make him feel uncomfortable, and hey, with a 2-goal lead, all we got to do is get another 1, maybe 2 goals here, and we're sitting pretty.
We'll take a quick commercial break here. We'll be back for the start of the third period. Back to the action here. 17 minutes on the clock to start the third period. It's been all Colorado Rampage as they carry a 2-0 lead, 2-goal lead, toughest lead in hockey. Game of momentum. Rampage have got to step on the gas here. Certainly the win is important. They've got to get the sweep here for the state seedings, but points matter too. Goals matter in the state ranking or the national rankings here. Close games are great to win, but when you look at the ranking system, certainly more goals going to give you a better shot, especially playing a team that's ranked, I believe Colorado Springs 107th in the nation. So to play a team ranked that low, you have to basically dominate.
Yeah, no, and especially you want to show against a team that low in the standings that you can dominate, but also every single tiebreaker, every single point, every single goal, everything counts this late in the season. So if you can win 7-0, you win 7-0. So just keep pushing if you're the Rampage here.
Tigers control off the draw. White behind his net. He'll fire it up the ice. Bradshaw tries to chip it to Hunter, and it goes all the way down the ice to Conley. He'll make the save. Got to face off to his right. Hayden Hunter center with Keegan Bradshaw and number 49 Cody Sawyer, the first goal of the game. Sawyer buried a beautiful shot from the high slot. Hunter on the draw here. He's got McMichael and Trent White, number 8, on D. Face off won by the Tigers. Sawyer after it. Gets help from Bradshaw. Squirts up to White. White shot on net. Through traffic. Just goes wide. Weird hop off the Zamboni corner. Keeps it down deep in the corner. Sawyer skates after it. Keeps it alive off the half wall. Sawyer's got to keep his feet moving there. He can get his hand. He's going to get a holding penalty if he doesn't get his hand down. Shot on net. Save made by Conley. Point blank by Bradshaw. Tigers out of the zone. And through the neutral zone, Brian White comes. Here comes Brian White. Tries to make a move. Trent White pushes him to the outside. White gets dumped to the ice hard. And here comes Hayden Hunter. One-on-one. Tries to make a move. That was a good play there by Noah Bauer. Let's break up Hunter's rush. Rampage get a change. Freitas on the ice with Roberts. And Hunter late in his shift. He finds Freitas. Nice stick handling. Freitas shot on net. Just goes wide. Blair keeps it in from the point. Freitas in the corner now. On his stick. He skates it up at the top. Tries to get Lou. Lou can't quite get there. He was just coming off the bench. So Rampage have to regroup in the neutral zone. Dumped down deep by Mason Blair. James Lou will skate after it. Lou in the corner. Chips it up. And Freitas picks it up behind the net. Freitas now fires it in front of the net. Roberts almost got a stick on it. Good opportunity for the Rampage. Here's Jack Freitas. Another nice play. Tries to get it across to Roberts. Freitas moving that puck nicely. And he'll chase after it up on the half wall.
Just almost went off a stone
nice
stick into the net.
Nice play by Freitas up to Blair. Blair shot into the breadbasket. Lou was in front.
Yeah, I mean, that just shows you what happens when you put the puck towards the net. just a couple seconds ago, we had an opportunity where he put the puck towards the net, went off of Michael Stone's stick in front from the Tigers, almost went past the goaltender. You never know what's going to happen when that puck goes towards the net. That's why you want to have 2-3 people in front of the net to be able to knock in that rebound.
Kyle Kellenberg will take the draw. Rampage win it. Default will throw it down deep. Rampage will forecheck after it in the far corner. Kept in there and kept alive. This is number 25, Peyton Sleesman. Sleesman to Fay. Fay, shot on net. Save made by Conley. Rebound, covered. Still loose, and Conley. Puck is still loose. No whistle as a dog pile on top of Conley. And we'll get a whistle as Conley's able to find that puck through mass bodies. Able to cover it, get the whistle. And we get a face-off as the Rampage continue to press here. Number 27, Derek Fay, with that opportunity. He's joined with number 18, Kyle Kellenberg, will play on the wing here. And it'll be Peyton Sleesman taking the draw. Derek Fay to his left. Thomas Ferniak, Kenneth Dufault on D. Face off here by Rampage. And number 25, Sleesman, loses the draw. Colorado Springs comes out of the zone, but picked off nicely by Default. They'll throw it back down deep. Forecheck now. Rampage establish it. They gain possession, try to throw it out front. Nice job of the Tigers to drop to the ice and take away that passing lane. And here they come. Northco now. Northco. Nice move at the blue line. Northco shot on net, just goes wide. So a nice play by Riley Northco. Showing a little bit of skill there with the toe drag move. Just goes wide and high. Tigers chip it into the zone, picked up by Ferniak. Thomas Ferniak, nice job to get his head north. Makes the play, picked off there in the neutral zone by the Tigers. Ferniak steps up, knocks his man to the ice. Roberts picks up the loose change, and here comes Roberts with some speed. Nice move by Roberts. Here comes Roberts using his speed, shot to the middle of the net. It's laying there loose, net's off, and we'll get a face-off in the zone with 14:01 left to go here in the third period.
Man, that just shows you what kind of what speed does for you offensively. Roberts was able to get the puck in not the greatest position, but he's able to use his speed, dedication, and hard work to get it down into the zone, get a shot on net, and set up a face-off in the offensive zone so they can get another opportunity here.
Hayden Hunter wins the draw back. Tigers are able to control though. Roberts steps in, gets it on the Hunter stick. Hunter gets knocked off the puck. Tigers possess it. And they'll get it out of the zone. Fire it down. Oh, blocked by Roberts, but the Tigers are able to gain it, get it out to the neutral zone, and Sean McLaughlin throws it down deep, and as the defenseman, he'll skate in, be F1 on the forecheck, takes his man out of the play, and Hunter was able to try to sneak it in on front of the goaltender. Here's it up top now for Brown. Brown up high, shot, it's loose, and Rampage control behind the net. Roberts tried to sneak it behind the net on a indirect off the back of the net, unable to do it, and the Rampage could take advantage of a change here. Here comes Roberts as the Tigers change all five. Roberts drops it to Hayden Hunter. Dangerous play there as there was nobody backing him up. And this is exactly what we were talking about. Here comes Zuber with some room. Zuber shot lower with the save. And White able to clean up the rebound. So a dangerous play there for the Rampage as the two defensemen were changing for the home team. Roberts. And here's a shot on net by White. And another shot is blocked. Sawyer now on the half wall. Sawyer gets knocked to the ice. Throws it back up, tries to find Lou. Sawyer now behind the net, he'll take it. Looking to pass it in front. Gets it knocked off his stick and up to the top for White. Trent White shot on net, it's blocked. Tigers with an opportunity here. Here they come through the neutral zone. This is Zuber. Zuber cross ice pass, just gets blocked. And James Lou now with some speed. Lou across the blue line. He's got Bradshaw going to the net. Shot on net, save made by Conley with Bradshaw crashing in. 12-17 left to go here in the third period. 2-0 hockey game. Face-off will be to the left of Conley, and we'll get a change for the Rampage as we'll see Jack Freitas back on the ice with number 18, Kyle Kellenberg, and number 23, Jeremiah Roberts, logging some ice time. Thomas Ferniak and Mason Blair on D. Face-off to the left of Conley, and it'll be Kellenberg on the draw. Gets some help, and Blair from top. He'll shot. Great shot block there by Milko. Having a good game, Riley Milko is. Off of his skate, and Rampage have to regroup. Here comes Kellenberg. Across the blue line, makes a move. Gets it back behind the net. Kellenberg tries to throw it out front. There it is, loose. Roberts took a whack at it, and Connolly able to make the save. Freitas, nice job by Freitas. Maintains possession and chips it back in the corner. Good hit there by Kellenberg. Thomas Ferniak pitches all the way down, tries to fire it out front. Nobody home, as Roberts will chase it. Here's Blair now. Blair back behind the net it goes. Connolly tries to hang on to it. He ends up knocking the net off the moorings, and we'll get a face-off to his left.
I mean, just a tremendous job so far by the Rampage, keeping the pressure on. You got a 2-goal lead. They're vying for their third here. They want to make that lead a little bit more comfortable. As the net comes off, I mean, it just shows we're pushing the goaltender back. We're pushing the Tigers back. We're not giving them those opportunities. We just got to keep putting pressure on the goaltender. Get more quality shots on net. We're getting a couple of shots on net here and there, but they're not coming from advantageous zones. We really want to get those prime scoring opportunities and get that third goal.
Well, and I wouldn't even worry about prime scoring opportunities. I would just, at this point,
just
get pucks on net. Everything on net. Crash the net. Again, garbage goals, that's the key right now at this point in the season. Laughlin holds on to it through the neutral zone. It's off his stick, and here comes the Tigers. Zuber with an opportunity. Fires it on net. Lowers the save. Rebound and a goal.
Well, just like you said, Sean, those dirty goals mean the most, huh?
So Gavin Zuber skates it in. Nice pass. It's really a pad pass. Shot on net. Roller gives up the juicy rebound. And the hard-working Isaiah Massey right down through the slot fires it into the empty net. And it's a 2-1 hockey game. And just like that, we're back into a dogfight.
Yeah. Hey, when you're facing a team that's just as good as you, just as skilled as you, but you're just outworking them, sometimes those lucky goals get lucky. You know, you get an easy bounce off a roller, bury it home. Massey did a great job of being where they need to be. Rampage need to do the same thing. Get some rebounds, get some shots on net, take advantage of those opportunities.
Off the face-off, loose skates in. It just trickled off the post. Fired there by Brown. Boom! Scores a goal. So Roman Brown fires a one-timer, big slap shot. Kind of a knuckle puck, but boy, that was a heck of a shot. Beats Keenan Connolly, and that's what you're talking about, shots on net. So just like that, it's a 3-1 hockey game. So an excellent response by the Rampage, and they regain the 2-goal advantage. So huge momentum as they're able to contain the Tigers' momentum there by burying one. Great shot by Roman Brown.
Tremendous job. That's exactly what you want in response to a goal on the other team. Put one back, set it back to where it was. Take all that momentum out of the Tigers and put it back on your side. And all it took was a fluky shot from the point and it goes in. Just keep doing that same thing, and I tell you what, it's going to pass the goaltender.
Off the draw, James Lewis skated it all the way down into the corner. Now he battles with it.
Man, Lou's such a hard worker, I got to say. Every single game we've seen him so far, he's just, whether it's the penalty kill, the power play, even strength, he just works his tail off.
Heck of a player from the Pacific Northwest. Great to have him in the Rampage organization. Hoping to see him back here next year for the 16U Rampage team, as he's got a bright future ahead of him if he continues his development. He's got to work hard this offseason, but boy, what a skilled talent is James Liu. Throws it up to the point, back across, shot by White, glove down by Conley. 10:21 left to go. 3-1 hockey game. Rampage change it up. Bradshaw, Kellenberg, and Sawyer jump on the ice with Ferniak and Avon Ames.
Keep it up. Even a shot like that, if the goaltender doesn't catch it perfectly, it goes in the net. Just keep putting it on the goaltender. Make it difficult for him. Make the defenseman think. Make them second guess themselves. I mean, right now the Rampage are doing everything correctly. They just got to put one more in.
He wins it back to Ferniak. Shot on net. Conley makes a save. Rebound goes wide into the netting as Sawyer, from a sharp angle, tried to fire that rebound off of Conley's right pad, and it just sails over to the glass into the netting, and the face-off will come out into the neutral zone. It'll be Kellenberg will take the draw. Bradshaw and Sawyer. And the Tigers win the face-off through the neutral zone. And Brian White with it now. Offsides. Tough play there, as that was actually Michael Stone for the Tigers, as they had a possible opportunity offsides. We get a face-off in the neutral zone. Rampage will be able to regroup here.
Those kill you momentum-wise. Just something that's off half an inch. The Tigers are struggling right now.
Kellenberg does a good job winning the draw. Sawyer forechecks in the neutral zone. Tigers maintain pressure. They chip it down to the defenseman Ames. Ames takes a check. Rampage control. They'll get it deep. Bradshaw forechecks after it. Bradshaw plays the body. Gets some help there from Kellenberg. Freitas helps out. Shot across, and it's a goal. As Cal Kellenberg gets the puck in the slot, fires it on Conley, and it's in the back of the net.
Oh, what a wonderful shot. I mean, that's one of those shots that as a goaltender that's so hard to defend. I always talk about it. When you aim just above where their leg pad is and just below where their glove is, as a defenseman, that's what you teach defensemen to look for. But forwards, I mean, if you're coming in unchallenged like that, you put in a quick shot. That's a quick reaction the goalie needs to have, and he wasn't quick enough, and we got a great goal here. Now we have some insurance with 9:42 left. I think we're in good shape here.
Yeah, it definitely takes the air out of the Tigers' sails, or the wind out of the Tigers' sails. They gain a little bit of momentum with Isaiah Massey's beautiful goal. Draw it within one, and since then, Rampage have buried two. So Freitas now with it. Freitas out of the corner, drops it off to Blair. Freitas will take his spot at the defensive point, thrown out front. Tried to hit Roberts. Roberts throws it in front for Freitas. Freitas with an opportunity. Roman Brown gets a whack at it, and Freitas, good job going hard to the net. Roberts trying to find him, and comes off his stick, just didn't get it cleanly.
Hey, like you said, Sean, it's really taken the energy out of the Tigers. You can see just in that last shift, they're going to get a couple of fresh legs on because they're demoralized at this point. I mean, getting down three goals, that's a hard thing to come back from. Rampage need to keep pressuring, keep them down.
Off the draw, Tigers control. Out of the zone they come. Brian White will skate after it. White shot on net, blocked. Goes wide, picked up by the Tigers. Zuber gets it knocked off his stick. Default tries to throw it up top. Roman Brown with this, Roller with the save as the Tigers pressuring here a little bit. Rampage in the corner. McLaughlin with it. He loses it. Isaiah Massey working hard in the corner all the way around. Freitas to Zuber. Zuber puts a lick on Freitas. And there's a trip there. Hayden Hunter goes down. No call. Nope, we're going to get a penalty. So Hayden Hunter is tripped up. And the Rampage, with 8:34 left to go in the third period, will have a man advantage for 2 minutes. And let's see if they can add to this lead. Again, this point in the season, 4-1 isn't good enough. They've got to have more goals. They're a better team. They're higher ranked. And that's what counts as we head into the playoff stretch.
Yeah.
Next week, the Rampage are going to take off. Hopefully, we get a big storm coming in. Hopefully, they can get out of here. As they'll leave on Thursday to go back to the Tier 1 Elite League playoffs.
Up in Blaine, huh?
Blaine, Minnesota, the Super Rink, Swan Super Rink's a great opportunity to will be heavily scouted. Probably the most scouted event.
It's a fantastic
of the season.
I mean, Blaine puts on such a great show every single year, multiple times a year, too.
Tier 1 Elite League, the top AAA league in the country. Colorado Rampage, a longtime member. Puck up top now. McMichael. Over to White. Nope, that's Bradshaw. Bradshaw playing up top with McMichael on the point. And Cody Sawyer out of the corner. Sawyer pressured. He throws it up to Bradshaw. Cross ice pass to McMichael. Over to Ames. Shot on net from up top. Traffic in front. Sawyer trying to get a rebound. Jamming it home. And we get a whistle. As some more pushing and shoving. Rampage working hard, trying to collect those rebounds and jam them home. Until the whistle, you got to play hard.
Yeah, no, until you hear the whistle, that puck is loose. No matter if you see it covered, until you hear that whistle, that puck is loose. You jam it. And especially with a 4-1 lead, you're trying to get a couple extra goals for that tiebreaker, whether it be in the national playoffs or just for bragging rights. I mean, you play until the whistle. As soon as that whistle blows, you ease off. That's how hockey works. And Rampage did a great job. Now they'll be able to collect this face-off here.
Minute 35 left to go on the man advantage. Sawyer wins it back to McMichael. McMichael over to Bradshaw. Bradshaw, neutral zone. He tries a cross-ice play. Fans on the pass. And Sawyer able to collect it and dump it down deep. Rampage will chase after it. Tigers throw it up to the point. McMichael keeps it in. Out of the corner now. Sawyer to Ames. Ames up top to McMichael. McMichael over to Bradshaw. Bradshaw cross ice played. Ames shot on net goes wide. Bradshaw collects it. He'll pass it up top and an errant pass there. Again, that blind backhand pass, always tough. It's got to be perfect. You hate to make those plays.
Pass with intention, not hope, huh?
Yep, the hope passes. They don't work. Turnover here in the middle of the ice. Good pressure here by the Tigers. Rampage will get a change, and Trent White will hold it up behind the net. Jeremiah Roberts will skate around and pick it up. Here comes Roberts with some speed.
Jeez, look at him go.
Roberts showing a lot of speed. Shot on Conley, backhand play. He makes the save, and the Tigers able to clear. I like the speed. I like the shot. I'd also like maybe he pulls up there and gets it set up, but the icing, and we'll get a face-off, so I guess no harm, no foul. Another opportunity. Conley makes the save, but what tremendous speed that Roberts shows, and obviously Western Hockey League. Very excited about him. Red Deer next year product. They own his rights. Roberts looking to go play in the Western Hockey League and try to pursue a professional career.
Absolutely. Pure skill, pure talent, pure hard work. Just got to work on the fine-tuning of things, but that's what juniors is for, eh?
Freitas does a good job keeping the puck alive here. Passes it across, shot on net. Lou didn't get all of it. Freitas behind the net now. He'll work from it. Oh, he tried to find Lou out front. Comes up to White. White has the shot blocked. He'll get another shot attempt at it. Save made by Conley. Roberts now with it up top. Roberts cross ice. Shot on net by Hunter. In front, Lou knocks it down. He takes a hit. Puck still loose. We'll get a whistle.
Great shift. Great shift.
And
great puck movement. Great job putting it on net. Great job putting pressure on the goaltender. It's exactly what you want to do.
6:34 left, and that'll be about the end of the power play. 1 second left on the man advantage. Rampage will have to be careful here of this defensive zone face-off. Kenneth Dufault's got to be watching the player coming out of the box. If the Tigers win this draw, they can just throw that home run play up and hopefully spring the player coming out of the box. So Dufault lined up outside of the blue line here. He's in a good position. He sees it, so very aware of that potential opportunity.
If the Rampage can win the face-off back to their defenseman, not Dufault obviously, but they can win it back, control the play, get a puck on net. That basically negates the fact that the Tigers player is coming out of the bench.
So Kellenberg is going to step up here. Looks like he's going to try to win it back. He's got that hand in a reverse position on his stick. We'll see where he tries to go with it here. I might try to push that in the corner as opposed to win it back, as Dufault is outside the zone. He'll step up a little closer to the blue line just in case. And it's Kellenberg will lose the draw. Ferniak with it. Shot on net. Save made by the right pad of Conley. Tigers back to full strength. We're 5-on-5 here with 6:25 left to go in the period. Off the half wall. Puck makes a weird bounce. Ferniak has to regroup. Ferniak, D to Dufault. Dufault up the ice, chipped in by Fay. Skated after there by Kellenberg. And Fay will keep it alive in the corner. Tigers try to chip it out. Milko on the half wall. He gets knocked down. Dangerous play there. Milko okay.
Yeah, he just fell down funky.
Dufault shot on net. Save made by Conley. Ferniak after. He'll fire it on net. Save made by Conley. Great job by Ferniak. He could have just fired that around the wall, but he ends up throwing it on net for another shot. And the Tigers fired into the zone. Broken up by Dufault, and he'll clear it out of the zone. Taken off the skates there. Good breakout by Sleesman to Kellenberg. He'll indirect pass it to Fay. Good breakout by the Rampage as they get out of the zone with speed. Roberts and Lou on the ice. Lou back checking now. Here's a great play by Brian White, skilled player that he is. He gets knocked off the puck. Little extra pushing and shoving. Referees yelling at those players to knock it off. Here comes Jeremiah Roberts now. Roberts with some speed through the neutral zone. Nice move by Roberts. Shot on net. And a big hit on Lou as he was going for the rebound. And here's an opportunity for the Tigers the other way. Isaiah Massey, toe drag play. Followed up, shot lower with the save as Brian White had an opportunity. And Isaiah Massey dives on top of Dufault. We're going to get an interference. And
we're going to get an interference on Brown here. Not a huge fan of that call because Brown didn't go out of his way to impede the player. He kind of held his own, stood in front of the net. Some refs might not call that as an interference, but circumstances as they are, it gets called an interference. The Rampage need to kill off this 2 minutes here.
Another hard-working shift by number 13, Isaiah Massey for the Tigers. Zuber wins the draw. This will be a power play for 2 minutes. First time we see the power play unit on for Colorado Springs. Chipped up, tried to find Sawyer, tried to break him free, and unable to get to it. Colorado Springs able to control, chip it into the zone, and it'll be Number 10, Mason Blair after it. Blair, D-to-D pass over to McMichael. McMichael off the boards, out of the zone. Bradshaw chips it to Sawyer. Sawyer will chase after it. And he gets to it first. Shot on net. Great play by Sawyer.
Man.
As he just beat. That was
not
number
see
8,
that coming.
Noah Bauer. Gets brutally beat by Sawyer there. Excellent hard work by number 49, Cody Sawyer. Behind the net, Zuber with it now. Zuber throws it up top. D-to-D pass, can't quite connect. Tigers maintain possession though. Here goes Ryan White, shot on net, just goes wide as he came into the grade A scoring area. Good opportunity for White. He'd like to have that one back. Thrown in front, Blair tips it. There's Hohag. In the corner now, gets help from Brian White. Hohag with it. He'll get an opportunity, a little bit of room here. And he'll skate it back in the corner. Ryan White now on the half wall. White with some nifty stick handling. He'll maintain possession here. Ryan White shot over the net. All the way across up top. And Zuber fires it deep. Picked up now by Blair. Blair relieves the pressure. Gives it to McMichael. Nice job by Blair. Throws it around the boards. White's there to seal off the wall though. And McMichael will throw it out of the zone. This will roll all the way down for an icing. Nope, no icing. It's not going to make it. Referees wave it off. 25 seconds left to go in the man advantage. 3:20 left here in the third period. It's 4-1 Rampage, comfortably ahead. James Liu now with it. Liu, nice move by Liu. Here's a shot by Liu. Big save made by Conley.
Man.
Boy, he was trying to put that up top, and I just love to have that one back as he couldn't quite lift it.
Man, every game we've seen Lou play, he's tremendous on the penalty kill. It comes down to just working hard. He's able to beat the defensive players to the puck. He's able to skate past them. I mean, just tremendous job by Lou. Tremendous job by the Rampage so far with their penalty kill, making sure the offensive, keeping the puck down in the offensive zone.
Kept alive by White. He fires it off, down around the boards, off the draw. Chased after there. Lou throws it out front. Roberts looking for the one-timer. Didn't quite connect as the Tigers able to break that up. And here comes Colorado Springs. Penalty is over. Back to 5-on-5. James Liu now with it. Liu relieves pressure, skates behind his net, fires it up. Tried to hit Freitas, couldn't quite connect. Tigers now. Back to Liu. Here comes Liu through the neutral zone. Liu with some speed. Liu shot on net. Save made by Conley.
Baby.
Rebound save made by Conley. A couple big saves by Conley. Puck free. Roberts throws it back in the corner. Liu chases after it. And he gets some help from Freitas. Colorado Springs throws it to the opposite corner. And they'll fire it down the ice. No icing here as Kellenberg could have played it. Coming off the bench, Riley Milko out there. Gets puck stolen from him. And here comes Kellenberg. He tries to hit Roberts off sides there.
Well, unfortunately, they got the offside, but smart play by Cullenberg not touching the puck as he came onto the ice because Lou hadn't quite gotten off the ice, so that could have been potentially a too many men. Great job holding back and then getting in a position to get the puck up ice. Unfortunately, they got the face-off at the center ice with 2:16 left and 3-goal lead. They just got to keep control here.
Off the draw. Sleesman, Peyton Sleesman with it. He'll pull up, fires it to the middle of the ice. Shot on net. Conley with another save. As Derek Fay, turnaround backhand shot. Conley covers low. 2:07 left on the clock. Fay will stay out on the ice, right wing, and it'll be number 18, Kyle Kellenberg, taking the draw. Rampage control off the draw. Up top, defaulted, stepped out of the zone, so the Rampage will have to regroup. Chipped off to the zone, tried to get it deep. They will play the body. And the Rampage control in their defensive neutral zone here. Ferniak with it. Ferniak gets his feet moving north. Nice pass by Ferniak, cross ice. Can't quite connect though. Rampage will have to do it all over again. Default. Nice move by Default through the neutral zone. Here comes, he gets it turned over off his stick. And Kellenberg, another turnover there at the blue line. So a couple turnovers as the Rampage trying to get it into the zone. Ferniak, backhand pass. Another dangerous play. You got to be careful there. But Ferniak able to get it, and through the neutral zone, he'll throw it down deep. Ferniak will initiate the forecheck. Zuber knocks it off his stick, and the Tigers able to get it out of the zone. Sawyer now. Back to McLaughlin. He fires it up the ice. Not sure who he was trying to get that to other than just throwing it in the vicinity of Sawyer. And the Tigers through the neutral zone here. Held up there. Zuber gets knocked down. McLaughlin will throw it up. Sawyer Tries to chip it out of the zone. Held in momentarily. And no icing here. 50 seconds left to go in the game. Bradshaw chases after it. Here comes Bradshaw. On his stick. Maintains possession. He'll throw it to the middle of the ice. And Roman Brown can't quite collect it there. And the Tigers able to get it out with 35 seconds left to go. Isaiah Massey dumps it down deep. Leads the rush on the forecheck. Michael in the corner. Battling Brian White. And Michael throws it around. McLaughlin. Isaiah Massey there. He'll throw it out front. Tried to find White. Couldn't quite get to it. Bradshaw chips it to Roman Brown. Roman Brown skates after it. And we get an icing here. As just too far in front of him. 9.2 seconds left to go. This game is all but over. One more face-off here.
Yeah, just gotta close it out, keep it clean, make sure there's no rough housing or whatnot. But these two teams, they've respected each other through the whole game, so I don't expect any of that. We'll just get these 9.2 seconds left and move on to the next one.
Lou will take the draw in the defensive zone. He wins it back to White. White clears it out. And 6 seconds left. Freitas will chase it down. Here comes Freitas with an opportunity, and he gets knocked down with a couple seconds left, and that will do it. The Colorado Rampage will go 2 for 2 today in our triple header matchup as the 15-0 team, 2007 birth year players, defeat the Colorado Springs Tigers 4-1. A complete domination from, like you said earlier, from start to finish. It truly was. They gave up one opportunity. Isaiah Massey with the lone goal in the third period on a great rebound. The Rampage able to come back with 2 unanswered goals, as it looked a little bit scary for a couple seconds there when Tigers brought it close to 2-1, but the Rampage were able to finish it off. Roman Brown with a great shot, getting the third goal.
Yeah.
And
that was the great game the Rampage played today. They stayed out of the box, which has been one of the things that has troubled them in the past. But 2, they controlled the game from start to finish, and that's what you want to see from any team. The momentum, hockey is such a momentum game to where if you let up any sort of, even that one goal by Massey there, I mean, you saw for a couple minutes that the Rampage let off. They had to figure out what was going on. But if you just from start to finish dominate, you'll end up with a score like this. Great game by the Rampage today. And they ought to just keep this momentum going forward. Stay out of the box, keep working their tails off, keep putting pucks on net. If they keep doing those things, they're going to do great in the national rankings as well as the state tournament coming up here.
Well, for the Rampage, probably would like to see a few more goals on that scoreboard, but you got to give all the credit to Josh Schmitz and Keenan Connolly, who came in relief of Schmitz, who
they did a great job
looks
today.
Like he pulled a groin muscle or something in his leg. Hopefully he's feeling okay. These two teams will be back in action tomorrow down in Colorado Springs, Sturdivant Ice Arena. It'll be a good game 2. The Rampage hopefully can regroup here, learn from today's game, and I would be looking at the goaltenders, watching those on tape, see what they can find, the weaknesses for their goalies.
You saw both today.
They've got to get shots. Well, I doubt they'll see Schmitz tomorrow, so they're going to have to focus on Conley and look at his tendencies, and they're going to need some goals tomorrow.
Absolutely.
It'll be Ethan Mosier, former Colorado Springs product, one of the best goaltenders in the state of Colorado, if not the best 07 in my opinion. He'll be in net, I'm assuming, tomorrow.
Agreed. He's one of those goaltenders, if you haven't met him, I was his goaltending coach for 3 years. I didn't have to do anything. He works so hard, does a great job. I'm looking forward to seeing how he does tomorrow.
So that'll do it for this broadcast. Again, the Rampage will play an away game tomorrow against Colorado Springs, and they're off for the Tier 1 Elite League playoffs next weekend, and then back here, home ice the weekend of February 23rd for the Colorado State playoffs, which will be broadcast right here on Rampage TV. If you want to look at some sponsorship opportunities for that weekend, please visit corampage.com/Rampage TV. That's corampage.com/Rampage TV. Check out everything that we're doing. The broadcast schedule for the state playoffs will be out in the next week, and we're looking for sponsors, so check that out. We're looking for MVP sponsors, hat trick sponsors, playmaker sponsors, and even shutout sponsors. If you've got a commercial to air, that's probably the cheapest form to support Rampage Hockey and promote your business. We'll take a break here on the World Sports Broadcasting Network as they do the ice and get ready for Game 3 of our triple header matchup between the Colorado Springs Tigers and Colorado Rampage 16U division. That should be another hotly contested game. We'll be back here at 8 o'clock for that broadcast. On behalf of Rampage TV, we'll see you back here soon.